What's up, guys? So, we are going to try Carrie today, and Carrie is a very popular mango with the Indian population. It resembles the Alfonso mango, which is probably their most famous mango. And it grows okay here in Florida, better than Alfonso does, anyways. So it's very popular here. So like the guy who I got these from says that you know sometimes when at the beginning of the season when he has Carrie, like the people from India will come and they will just take all of them, just the whole batch. So they really like this mango. I've tried this mango before. I personally really enjoy it. But I can see how some people wouldn't. It's got a very strong flavor. This mango sometimes can be tricky to not pick but eat. So I've heard some people say it's better to pick when it's still firm, or not pick, sorry, better to eat when it's still firm. Some people like to let it get a little bit softer. So I have three representatives here, and from my left to my right, they are different ripeness levels. Green, or not green, it's ripe, but it's firmest, middle, softest. So we're gonna try and see which softness level is best. The Carrie does turn colors, but from what I've read, it tends to only really turn that yellow orangey color when it's grown near the coast. If they're grown inland, they stay pretty green for the most part. So let's give it a shot and see what we think. So this one is definitely on the greener side, and I can just tell by the color. It's not, yeah, it's kind of a palish yellow. Just by cutting into them, I can tell the difference as far as ripeness levels. This one's pretty soft. As far as like when these were picked, I can't really comment to that, but they come from a pretty reputable mango seller. So this one's much more orange, as you can see, but it also has some breakdown here, which is one of the reasons people like to eat it when it's firmer. This mango also bruises really easily. So I think if you have a tree, it's recommended to let it get soft on the tree and then eat it within 2 days of picking. Obviously, we don't have this tree, so we have to eat or try a mango that's already been picked. So, all right, let's. So on the nose, the firmest one is very mild in smell, just a little light mango scent. The middle one, you can immediately pick up more richness. Like us, you can start to pick up like sweetness and like a very sweet, rich mango smell. And then this ripest one, actually smells just like this middle version. So let's try the greenest one first. Yeah, this I'm gonna say, so it's firm. It does have a little bit of give, but it's still firm, which is how some people like to eat it. When it's still firm, it's got a good amount of acidity and a good amount of piney or that resin flavor. The texture is a little bit, it's got a little bit more of a bite to it. Very resinous. I mean, very. And very acidic as well. Kind of refreshing. Pretty stringy too. I've tried like an ice cream mango that I don't think was picked correctly that tasted a lot like this. But let's see what this middle version tastes like. So immediately you start to kick back that resin a little bit. The texture is much softer. It's got less acidity, but still got a decent amount. And it's not, the sweetness level is about the same actually. Now let's try this last version. So you definitely get a much richer, sweeter flavor. You still get the resin and the acidity, actually, which I wasn't expecting. But it feels much more balanced. And this mango is soft, and as you can see, it's got some breakdown already. You get a lot more complexity in this mango. You get the sweetness, the acidity, that resinous flavor. The texture is really soft and melting. On top of that, you get maybe like some melon flavors, but not that they're not off-putting, they're good. Grab it. So I would definitely say this mango gets better as it is riper and looking more orange when you cut into it. Perhaps these are just way too underripe, but they have a give to them, and I've heard that you don't really want to let this mango have too much give. So this one's actually wrinkled. The skin is starting to wrinkle on it, so maybe they were picked too early. We are later in the season, and I know this mango doesn't really come this late in the season, but yeah, this is my comparison of three different ripeness levels of Carrie mango. It's very good. Sweetness, I'm gonna say this is about a 5. These two are about a 5 on the sweetness scale. This one is about a 7.5 on the sweetness scale. Fibers, they're all right around like that 6 to 7 range. They do have some fibers, but they're not like that really stringy fiber. Like they break down pretty easily. As far as flavor goes, if you like really acidic, not really acidic, if you like acidic, like kind of like a pineapple acidity, you'll really enjoy it like this, the greener version. You'll lose most of the acidity when you get ripe, and you'll pick up a lot more flavors. Morgan, come here, bud. You'll get you know, a little bit of melon. You'll get that Indian spice note. You'll get resin, like a really strong resin. This mango is very resinous. Um, I've had I've had Carries before. I don't remember them being quite this resinous, but these are all pretty resinous. But yeah, my favorite for sure is gonna be the ripest. This is kind of like a good in between. And my least favorite was the greenest version of it. So I'm gonna show you guys this. Hopefully you guys can see this. So you can see the color differences. All right, so I'll give this mango a 5. This one will get a 6. And this mango, let me try this again. Yeah, this is a 7. 5, 6, 7. And I've definitely had Carries that scored higher than that, but that's what these scored. Good mango. If you like that resin Indian spice note, this delivers it stronger than many mangoes do. If you don't, you're gonna hate this mango. And I know quite a few people that don't like this mango at all, but I'm a fan. All right, thanks.